We are now trying the order of operations, try now. The try nows are usually, let's check your knowledge. We're going to pause and see if you understand the lesson that we just did. So try these on your own, and then listen to me when we take it up. But do try it on your own first. This first question here, we have 5mn minus 8. When 5 is beside the m, it's multiplication. M is beside the n, it's also multiplication. So this is 5 times m times n. We just call it 5mn. That's multiplication minus the 8. I have the numbers I'm going to substitute in first. You always show the first step is substitute in. So we're going to sub this in. Wherever I see m, I'm going to write the -4. So I want to put equals. So make sure you have all the equals and everything lined up. Along the side here, you're going to put equal signs. Okay, so equals 5. M is -4. So you can't just put -4. That makes no sense. It's times -4, which is a multiplication bracket. Times n, so it'll be times n. And then -8, which has not been substituted in. So -8. So we get a mark usually for just substituting in beautifully with the proper brackets, where they're supposed to be, where they're not supposed to be, everything. So beautiful there. Then it's order of operations. So when you read this, it's 5 times -4 times 3 minus 8. So all of this is a series of multiplication, which we can do left to right. So we're going to go, and if there was division, we would go left to right. So this will be 5 times -4, -20, times 3, so -60. So we have a -60 for those three. This -8 is just hanging on beside it, not doing anything, but now it's just subtraction, so you can go -60 minus 8, which would be -68, and you're done. That's it. Beautiful. Don't do all of the calculations on a calculator. We need to see these steps. So I want to see the substitution first, calculating until you're done. Okay, let's try the next one. The next one, when you read it, it's p squared plus n squared. P squared is this guy here. So we're going to go p, which is -2. So remember what I said, when you sub in automatically in a bracket when it's a negative, so -2 squared. P squared, -2 squared. Then n squared, so this will be plus n squared, which is 3. So you're going to go 3 squared. Now, also want to point out equal signs the whole way through. Equal signs here, make sure you don't forget. And then this is your substitution step, right, which we always look for. And then the next one is decide what you're going to do next. Are you going to do B for bracket? Nothing to do. E for exponent? Yes, you are. Exponent and exponent. So then when you get this, you're going to go -2 squared is 4. Plus 3 squared is 9. 4 plus 9, 13, all done. Okay, this next question, we're going to keep going with the try now. We're doing 4 beside the n, so 4 times n plus 6 plus 2 times m. The way we read it is 4n plus 6 plus 2m. But when the number is beside the variable, it means multiplication. So when you write this, I go 4. Oh, and notice equal signs all the way down this left side. Okay, so start with the equal sign. So equals 4, and then we've got n, which is 3, so bracket 3, so times 3. We still have the plus 6 plus 2, and then the m is bracket -4. Okay, now look to see what we have. Reading it left to right. 4 times 3 plus 6 plus 2 times -4. So we need to get those two fixed here first. So 4 times 3 is 12. Leave the 6. And then we have plus 2 times negative 4. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Okay, so now we're going to work this out left to right, and we're going to go like this. So left to right, should I draw a pink arrow? You don't have to draw the arrow, but I'm telling you in your notes what you're doing, left to right, because it's just a series of addition. So then we're going with 12 plus 6 is 18, plus negative 8. 18 plus negative 8 is 10. Now, that is not... well, actually, that's all we want to do. So that's not too complicated once you got those two done. Okay, and that's not really negotiable. We don't want you going right to left. You always want to go left to right. I know sometimes you get the same answer, but we'll go left to right. Okay, so we got 12, 6, 18. Yep, just double checking my number. Try it again. This one's a little bit trickier. The way it's tricky is this negative in front of it. That negative in front of it, you can imagine it's a negative, like it's a negative 1. Just going to get pencil. Okay, so like it's a negative 1, pretend it's a negative 1 times p cubed. Now the p cubed, p is negative 2. So you're going to go bracket negative 2 cubed, p cubed. And it's in a bracket. Okay, now what else do we want? Plus 5 beside the n, which will be 3. So times 3. Minus 2 and m squared. M squared is negative 4 squared. Okay, so imagine that's like a 1. Now you want to do the exponents. You want to do this part, the exponent part, and we're going to go with negative, imagine a 1, negative 2 to the power of 3 is negative 8. Plus, you can do the 5 and 3. You can do the 5 and 3 and make it 15 because it's not bothering anyone. Minus, and then negative 4 squared is 16. Not crazy, 16. Okay, so still when I'm working with this, here, I have to do those two, right, because it's multiplication. I have to do those two. And then technically you can do this multiplication here. That's fine. Right, so you can do this. It's like a negative 1 there. So we're going to get 8 plus 15 minus 32. Okay, last one. 8 plus 15 is 23 minus 32, and that gets me a negative 9. Okay, 2 more from the try now, so 2 more. Okay, so let's read it. Bracket, so 6p minus m times. So these two brackets are very isolating. You want to keep this one separate from this one. They should not touch until the very end when they'll multiply times each other. So we'll isolate them separately. So this will be 6. Okay, I'm going to do this separately. Okay, so I'll do this one in purple. Just so you can see. So 6 times p. P above is times negative 2. So negative 2 minus m is negative 4. So if you go, well, I'm not going to do the second one in a bracket, that doesn't make sense anymore because you have a minus negative 4. So I do need you to put this in a bracket. So I'm going to highlight that. Okay, and then we can close this up. Okay, the next bracket here, it's 4. N is 3 squared plus 2, and m is negative 4. Okay, so this step alone, right, is very tricky, just a little bit to understand what's what. Okay, let's clean this guy up because there's too much going on. So here, again, when it's too much going on, just do it in bits. So don't fret, you just keep it separate. So let's do this bracket first. 6 times negative 2 minus negative 4. So really, it's those two. And we're going to go 6 times negative 2 is negative 12 minus negative 4. Okay, yes, we have to do we have to do something with that there in a second. So here, let's keep this one here. So we get negative 12 minus negative 4. We can finish this one up. Negative 12 minus negative 4 is going to be negative 8. Negative 12 plus 4, so that becomes plus, be negative 8. Okay. For the second bracket, I'll do this one in pink. We're doing this one here. So in here, we want to do exponents first. 4 times 9 plus, and then here, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Still not done. You have to do this part here, multiplication. So we're going to do this, close you up here, and then we're going to go 36 plus negative 8. And this is negative 8. Keep it in a bracket. 36 plus negative 8 is 28. And then negative 8 times 28, you get the lovely answer, negative 224. And you do want to try to make sure you have to write this step here, all the equals, but yes, you have to write your step here. Okay, the last one we want to do for this try now. Okay, so hopefully it's stretching your brain, making you think and see if you remember everything from the lesson. We're going to substitute in first. Okay, let's sub it. So this is negative 10 minus 3, and m is, look above, m is negative 4. So we're going to go negative 4, like that. 3 times negative 4. Plus 4, and then p squared. P is negative 2 squared. Okay. According to BEDMAS rules, what do we do first? We do brackets first. B for bracket. So we're going to do this bracket first. Ignore the rest. I know it's hard. You do this. Okay, in the bracket first. Okay, so in the bracket first here, we've got negative 10 minus 3 times negative 4. That's multiplication. So we're going to bring those together, so minus negative 12. Then we're going to keep finishing this in the bracket part. Okay, so negative 10 minus negative 12, which makes up a plus. So negative 10 plus 12, so it'll be 2. 2 cubed. Keep going. What else can we chip away? The exponents. Exponent and the exponent. Sorry, my marker made a dash there. Okay. So for the exponents, we're going to go 2 to the 3, so it's 8 plus 4, and then it's negative 2 squared, which gets me 4. Eight plus 16, and then it is 24. Really what this is a little bit of practice so that you can read the language of algebra. Okay, and so there's some nice hard questions in there just to test you to your limits.